So, all right, are you looking for speaking or conversation or the communication, how to command on it, how to speak or how to become a good speaker? Are you looking for that? Then I have some few unsolicited suggestion. The few is something which is maybe very significant for you if you really want to learn something new. So first one is always remember, right? Always remember without a changes you cannot do anything. First of all, you need to just come out of your comfort zone. And second thing, put efforts at least a 1 hour also. It is entirely enough. But 1 hour consistently on the daily basis, which is very important. All right. The third one is whatever you are reading, whatever you are learning, just try to put into your conversation. And first, you need to learn what is the sense of the particular word if you are learning. All right. Fourth, follow your own thoughts only. If you are having some sort of thoughts, of course, there is always a space for learning. There's always a space to grasp a new thing, isn't it? But if you are having their own chain of thoughts for particular thing while you want to deliver, those things having a different this needed a different vocabulary to represent it, isn't it? So while you do stuck in your own thoughts, just put those words which is required for the particular thoughts. So once you start constructing those things into the other language, like whatever the language you want to learn, if you want to learn English, so construct those sentences into English. Once you're stuck in somewhere, so just go and search those things and search and find out the real word for that and try and put into the right way. So once you need to give only 5 minutes for one word, and that's absolutely fine. Use 3 time only. Within 3 time, that word is going to be inculcated in your mind by itself. Because see, this is how our mind do work. And the fourth thing is, like whatever you are listening from anywhere, just be aware of it. Just become a meticulous listener. Just be meticulous, be observer, be a good observer. Once you start listening the small things, you would be start gathering those things. You start containing those things in within you. And once you were just having a abundance of things, then you start putting into your conversation as well. So the thing is like what how it the process is going to be work. So for that, it is very important to put efforts towards it, isn't it? Once you start putting efforts consistently, you can accomplish anything in this entire world. So for that, it needed that how what kind of direction you are choosing, how you are working on it. For that, only you need to maintain a consistency, nothing else. Once you are maintaining consistency, things will be start personifying by itself. Maybe your persona will be changed by itself. You will see in yourself in mirror in a different way then. Maybe the transformation within you will be a huge now. So it is all need to put efforts, and efforts, once you are putting the efforts, it needed little research. While you are just using anything, do research. While you are listening anything, do research. And later on, just try to put those things into your conversation as well. And sometimes it's needed to compel yourself to put such words. While you are having a conversation with anybody, compel yourself to put those words so that you can use it. And once within thrice you just use those words, within 3 times those words gonna be inculcated in your mind. You can retain it by itself. You don't need to use them so much of, you don't need to stress so much into your mind, and it's not needed to recall it so much, because it is going to recall by itself. It is going to be spontaneous by itself. So for that, what you need, you all the time be meticulous. Whatever you are seeing, whatever you are watching, wherever you are going, just became a meticulous observer. And the very last, very important thing, A big gigantic huge things never need a lot of attention, because see, it is already having attention. If you see some gigantic thing, if you see something which is huge, you already captivated by this. Out of your curiosity, you just want to know what it is, man. So you would be like, you just want to know that is. And once you get to know, you get to inform, you were already having a huge research about it. Or maybe other people, that everyone who's around you, they will already knowing about those things. So which is something huge, everyone knows. So you will also get to know by itself. And once you do your research, you will also get to know. But once it comes to the very nuanced things, no one put that much of attention to purchase. No one is so fastidious about it, because see, the nuanced things, when you start rectifying, that's actually elevate your confidence or your confidence level. And confidence is something which is very inevitable. This is something which is indispensable, you cannot deny it. Without a confidence, you cannot represent yourself anywhere. So once you want to represent yourself anywhere, it is essential thing, it is needed. Without it, you can't even do anything. So for that, what you need to do, just be meticulous about the nuanced things which you are seeing. And once you rectify the nuanced mistake, you will be a great communicator in any language, in anything, in this entire. So because see, there's a power. Once you do mistake, a small mistake, you start feeling inferior in front of anybody, because once you are going to represent yourself, another person will identify that you are mistaken here. And those are the nuanced mistakes. And once you also recall it and recognize it at the same point of time, your confidence is going to be stultified, isn't it? So at the same point of time, what exactly is it is needed, you need to remember, even though you might be not having abundance of the vocabulary, you might be not having abundance of knowledge, you might be having the very less knowledge, but the knowledge which is you are having, it is accurate. And in also communication, when you are accurate, you would be more confident, right? So for your own confidence, you have to put efforts to put a little or nuanced things, and do observe it and try to rectify it. And once you do capable enough to achieve those things, you will be a great speaker, and you will be a great communicator, friend of anybody, friend of entire world. So this is all about to putting efforts for today. All right, bye bye. Let's just meet tomorrow and some other time.